because now after PSLE results, we are going to choose school. So Mimi said, okay, we are going to give some advices, and from our sharing, to help more parents, to make the right decisions or support for your children. Still have some time, so we still can help. All right.
When do they have to submit?
By next Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. So been quite busy, like parents asking me questions, and I think it's good we can keep this video, for future, for our parents who really want to help their children, right?
Or even next year, if you're in P5, I think it's up preparing also.
Yes, right. Okay, so this is Mimi. Okay, so she actually helps mummies, to be more productive, and also right now she's really helping a lot of parents who thinks they're juggling and then they cannot cope, right? So I'm Jaslyn. I'm at Parenting Strategies. Please join me on my YouTube and my Facebook. And yes, so stay till the end of our live, because I have an awesome course for a special price, and I want to give free consult for PSLE 2023, because this year PSLE done, so it's the next year I want to, as early as P4 you can actually come for my coaching, and please let's all, of course I give priority. Correct. I give priority to 2023 parents, PSLE parents, but important is start early. Okay, good. So maybe we also can share a little bit lah. Okay, this picture is I think a lot of you have seen this picture. Okay, so it's a landscape for Singapore education. Okay, so
yes, a lot of pathways,
definitely
very confusing sometimes.
So Coach Jimmy, you also help students to make decisions, or do you advise them on this kind of?
Okay, because I usually handle the secondary school, O-level, above. So at
quite familiar.
I think they are at a different age compared to maybe the PSLE kids. But I think overall the overarching concepts are the same as parents. I think number one, right, we need to just be knowledgeable enough such that we can support certain decisions.
Yes. We have to know what is in the education. So today we just touch on some terms that you may not, or some things that you may not know. Okay, for example, normal, because there's a lot of questions from my parents that ask me about streaming and all this. So 2024 there'll be no more kind of streaming. Okay, so it's replaced by subject-based spending. Okay, this is the information.
So, I think you can always read more also on the website.
Through the website, correct. But understand that only to this year, next year, and no more. Don't talk about express and normal streaming already, right? So talk about integrated program. Some people may be invited, because their grades are good. So there will be an invitation for students who do very well. They also be given scholarships, so that they can go to the independent school, because independent schools the fees are higher. Okay, so there's some parents that ask me, should I let them go integrated program or not? Are this too stressful? So at least you understand what is this about. It's a program that you can skip O levels. Okay.
I think usually the IP students are they are maybe more different and they have more time, so they are exposed to very different kind of opportunities.
Yes, correct. Definitely more about it.
Yes, very good for their long-term kind of building interest and also skills that can be applied early, because they don't need to prepare, right, for that O-level exam.
And my son is in Hwa Chong, so he gets the exempted subjects as well, so he can go. If he does well, he doesn't have to go for exams. So a lot of opportunities for competitions, international competitions. So I would think that if just don't think it's a stress, but it's an opportunity for them to see.
Yes, really. I really feel very strong about this because parents, I think now especially parents are very worried about stress. I think it's a good thing, but I don't think you also have to consider not limiting your child if they have the potential.
Correct. That is very good. That's very, very important point. Don't limit your child. Listen to them, see whether they are willing to, like, for example, if the place is the school that is really very suitable, the child really like it, but it's very, very far away. So we're going to talk about that point. But your child says, I'm determined to go there, travel. And I think it's okay,
actually I traveled from Woodlands to Tampines, during my college days. because I really like the school.
Correct.
So actually, you do have students like that who are like me. So
Yes,
yeah.
don't be limited by distance. All right, that's nice, huh? So not limited by distance. So we're gonna take on some points like that. Mimi can also share. Okay, so I think the first point is, Mimi, what you have been telling me a lot. No, yeah, we have to listen to our child, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
important. And sometimes because they are young, we need to read between the lines. So we need to really listen in between what they are trying to say. Because sometimes when they tell you what they like, they actually don't know. But when you ask them questions like, oh, what about, can you imagine this? Would you like this? And then
Okay.
maybe they
Prompt them, right? Yeah.
Because they are very young, ma. They feel like
Correct.
maybe
Yeah, especially for children who do not know. Sometimes they don't have a choices in their mind, so it could be that way. Yeah. So yeah.
And I think when you perform well, then you have a lot of opportunities. But if you think of students who didn't perform so well,
correct. There'll be maybe a fewer choices of schools, right?
yes, then they have to limit their expectations. Plus, you're dealing with the emotions that I didn't do well.
Oh yeah, correct. So maybe they have already set up, these are the 5 schools, right? But in the end, they could not go in. So it could be they have to scramble to find another 6 schools or 6 choices. So it could be a different difficulties for them as well. So take time to go through with them. They're still quite small. Okay, give time to So maybe they don't know how to choose. It's also not. We should prompt them, and I think you have a good point that prompt them, ask them, so that we have a very informed choice and smart choice. Okay, and of course we need to know the cut-off points, right? Because every school cut-off point is actually the
different, right?
So it's the last person that was the lowest score that got into the school last year. Usually that is what they say cut-off point. Sometimes people say, what's cut-off point? It's actually the lowest point that last year the school actually admits the child, right? So of course every year is different, but it's a gauge. Okay, so be brave. Okay, I think I have seen a lot of parents. There's one of the parent support group of Hwa Chong. So
very valuable, this info.
This is okay, their criteria was 4D, that was the best. D, okay, interestingly, people ask me why you got D and M. Okay, so maybe you also don't know.
I also don't know.
Yeah, so D is actually for SEP schools, those that are dealing with languages that has a higher Chinese example.
Okay.
They would want to they would like to take in students that are also having higher Chinese or higher languages in the primary school. So they will indicate D is distinction. Okay, M will be merit. So Hwa Chong is one that the best student was 4 marks distinction, and the last the lowest score that went in was a 7 mark and a merit in higher Chinese. So that was there. So there was a lot of, I learned a lot also from that chat,
So
but
7 meaning 7
7 points. Because now AL level is 4 is the best, right? Yeah. So 7 points, and then this child has a merit in higher Chinese. So in other words, I also asked, so if you don't study higher Chinese, what happens? So you have a last chance of going into the school. Unless you are the 4-pointer, 5-pointer, okay, then of course possible. Then if you are 7, then you don't have a higher Chinese, then, and also, there's a balancing also. So just know, okay.
Competitive lah. In other words, it's competitive.
Scary, yeah, because I really never know about the behind the scene, because we just based on the point, just go to the school, straightforward, right? So we didn't know that also some schools, some pupils that have to go through the hardship of that kind. Okay, so this is an eye-opener for me as well. Okay, so
I think it's very nice that you're also sharing this.
Yeah, because I also do not know until yesterday. I was like, then I text my son and say, your school very, very difficult to go in. So appreciate what you have. I think it's very important. And I think now the achievement level thing is quite an eye-opener because it's still new. So we are all learning, okay? And we talk about distance, like I say, maybe just now share. You travel from where to where?
From Woodlands to Tampines every day. So I will wake up at 4:30, take the 5 AM bus, and reach at 6:30.
To go to your JC.
Just to go to college. And I really liked that college at the time because I was in a CCA which was related to the school lah. So I got in through direct school admission. Last time there was a DSA,
Oh, nice.
the CCA. So I don't know what it is, but honestly, I'm very, very grateful that I got into the school.
Yeah, it's nice.
Travel, I actually made a lot of good friends, and I think that travel time.
Yes,
also-
don't be limited by the distance. Right.
I guess there were a lot of things that I learned traveling to school and
Yeah, you also learn a lot of things, right? Like, how to survive yourself on a trip. Yeah, you have no money, what to do? Like my son, no money, ask for help. That's really his experience, right? Sometimes you don't have money inside your MRT card. So he learned that he has to make sure he has money.
Yes, exactly. And then you have to go home like you can't even walk.
Correct. So there were nice people who gave him the fare lah. So
Yes,
he
I
also
tell
learned there are nice people.
A million nice people out there that has helped me, million. Really, even I don't know who they are, but
Correct. He also told me just help you on the MRT. Very, very good. Okay. So I think the fourth point, I think you can help in this fourth point, affiliation to junior colleges. So what is this actually?
Of far side lah, huh? You have to think after the O levels or N levels, or if you're going
Keen to going to JC one lah,
yeah,
right?
so actually if you go into JC, then of course you have to finish the O levels if you're going to secondary school lah. If you're not going to IB, I mean, then you get 2 bonus points off the O level score. Your aggregate, that means your L1R5, then you can enter that JC that is affiliated. Okay. So similarly, if you want to join the polytechnic, you can get some bonus point for CCA, but usually no affiliation lah, because
correct. That's
but
right.
then you can actually get through the direct school admission, whereby you go for interviews, and apply in Sec 3. That means you apply in Sec 3, you go to interviews, then there will be certain schools that will prep you for these kind of opportunities lah. That means you want to do environmental science, then they will send you for a lot of environmental related programs or service learning. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunities actually if you read about it. If you go to the different websites of school, it's good to plan early lah. But I think you let your child know, so you just don't make decision for them. Okay?
Can. Yeah, great. Thank you so much for your valuable sharing. I didn't know what Sec 3 also can start to. Oh my God. Okay. So I think the fourth point is fifth point actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth point. Okay. So I would suggest that we go through the website, where your values, because there are also some Catholic schools, some religious schools as well. So it's good that you go into their website, understand their values, missions, and then whether you are fit inside, this culture, and also CCAs are very important. Okay, actually one of the point that I didn't put inside the slide is actually uniforms. I tell you, my students tell me a lot. Uniforms are important to them. So please look into the website and see how do they dress up, whether it's PE attire or because it matters to them. Okay, it matters to them.
Nowadays, with kids, they are very worried about their image, and
it's really my student tell me I must see their uniform. So I feel like I let parents know. Okay, this is young people. They have this kind of thinking that they want to look good. Don't want to in some colors they don't like. Also, but of course, it's a very minor point to us as parents. But I think it's good that we respect them. Let them know it's blue or is it beige color,
They can see on the website. But either way, I think
it's good.
the priority is we want them to be comfortable. So when they go to school,
if not, they will blame you. And say, you never tell me that the uniform is this color.
And every day they feel uneasy, then they cannot learn also. Actually, the points they follow up is quite important lah.
But it's true, right? Kids are very into uniforms, right? Especially, I will say girls lah. Girls are more, compared to boys, But this is a very small point. But I think it's still important, because really we are uniforms with different colors, different patterns. So they may not feel very comfortable, like you say, then every day they are not very happy, also not very good, right?
Yes.
So, this is, I think this subject thing, I think I let Mimi explain about this, about subjects.
Yeah. I think for science, because I teach science, right? some of the students, when they don't have a certain subject, let's say they don't have biology, then it's hard for them to enter some of the biology related diplomas later on. Or if let's say they want to do science, H2 science in A levels, then they need to have some background. I remember when I was going to college, because that was a long time ago, I didn't have bio because my school had triple science, but only
It happened to you. Okay.
only one class of triple science.
I
And then
see.
I missed it by maybe half or
Understand,
one.
yes. Not so. They do not offer to so many classes, right?
Right.
Only one.
Then I had only there was only another class of double science pure. So I was very interested in bio, but I couldn't take it in A level because of I didn't do it O level. So I think this is an important consideration
Wow.
for parents who you can help, because I didn't know. That time my parents, they were not so well versed.
Okay, but nowadays, luckily we have combined science. Okay, so you still can take, because I have a student in O level this year. So combined science, you can choose bio. She chose bio and chemistry.
Hey, but combined science also, some schools don't have a certain combination.
Oh, okay. So for example, you like bio, but they don't have bio chem.
Bio at the combined level. So you have to look at it lah. That's why we say you have to go to the website. If you don't know, then you go and reach out to the school, send an email. I think don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, still got time.
You got time, yes.
Monday still have time. Today is Friday night, so bad. Okay, but Monday still have time.
And then the other thing, if your children really plan ahead kind of, you can actually tell them what these subjects are about. And then if they actually this sounds like I would like to do it, then maybe you can also consider from there. Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, great. Okay, so I didn't know you're a bio fanatic also. Okay, like my daughter. Okay, so the next. Correct. So open houses. Okay, some open houses are in the past already, but never mind. There's some also on the videos. When you go to the website, they still show you the open houses on video.
Some have VR also, right? 360 videos.
Yeah. Because some of them held their open houses like maybe earlier in the year, so they cannot have. Yeah, they do not have physical one, so they actually have it on a video or YouTube. Go and see. Now technology is so advanced. Or else just take a trip down and then look at the school as well. I feel sometimes physical, you look at it, you also have, I think it's good also, rather than sometimes you don't know what to do. I say just go to school and maybe
the other thing is join those I think there are Facebook groups.
Facebook groups,
those kind of communities.
You can go and see whether the things that they post you are interested in as well.
Correct. They have. Or Instagram also sometimes schools have it. Check.
Correct. Friends going. At this point, interesting. Can you share with us a story?
I didn't know you were talking about a student who decided not to take express, right? Because of what they want to be with their friends.
Correct. Yeah, maybe they want to be their friends. Then they have a better score. Actually, they can go to that school, but because of friends, they want to go to another school.
Level, I think for me, I have one experience where after poly, there's a student who qualified for a very good university. Then because of the friend, decide to go with something else. Then after that, she regret. Because sometimes it is as such like, you have a friend, although they are good friends, but you have to also weigh certain things such as opportunities.
Yes.
Some students will definitely be more capable academically, different strengths, right?
Correct.
Decision has to be very much tailored to themselves. So I think for me and you, I think we also agree that to get the student thinking about their own goals is also very important.
Very, very good. Thank you. Yes. And then that's why as parents we are there to give them a good support, in terms of the decisions, whether it is reasonable, or is it good enough, right? So yeah, do your best. So we have this kids motivation camp. Okay, that's why we want to especially for children after PSLE, you have this 1 month, to really maybe get it more organized, more motivated, so that have a thought about your life after that, right, in secondary school, which is so important.
It's social emotional, very important, because they are going to new school. I think they are going to have a huge change in the friends and environment. So it's good to prep them during this one.
Oh, actually, the participants has been like 9 years old also joined, so don't worry. So 10 to 16 doesn't really matter. 9 also can. So I'm left with 2 seats on the 2nd of December. But you look at the link, right? Okay, so because for our Facebook audience, I still would actually give a special price of 219. Okay, so take the link and then sign up. And then if you are not free on 2nd of December, you can indicate which date that you want. Okay, so give your child this like a head start, to give them to think. Maybe they didn't really do well in PSLE, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's a new start. Okay, like I think I have a previous video, I'm going to upload soon. It's about PSLE is actually the start of a new chapter. Okay, whether you do well, you don't do well. Okay,
You always cannot think of it as the end of a chapter, correct?
Whether good or bad results, you still got to continue to be on the positive side. Okay, to do better. Good must be better, right? Or not so good can be better, right? So study, organization. Okay, this is something where it's lacking. Almost 80% of the parents told me that they want the course because their children have poor organization skills. Okay, it affects their studies as well as this is a life skills that and friends, like I say, how to make friends, how to keep friends, and I think because of COVID, I think also we have children that really have problems making friends.
It's quite noticeable the difference. Because they've been so used to doing home-based learning.
Okay.
And they come and then let's say
awkward, is it?
Then now no need to wear masks. They still choose to wear masks. If you notice, the students
okay.
want to remove it. In fact, in class, sometimes I say I want to see your face. I get to know you. They refuse to remove it.
I see.
So it's really not. I would say it's really not their fault. They've been exposed so long to that circuit breaker.
And then they actually love to text their friends instead of talking to them. Interesting, right?
This is a really good opportunity for you to get them started again on their social skills, because at some point the social skills become also part of their learning. And it really helps them. Yes,
correct. And emotions is about I heard of students that are angry, or they are always have communication issues with their friends, their parents, and this really affects them because once you're shut up, right, it's very hard for you to learn a lot of things, right? So we use a lot of role playing, so videos to make this interesting. It's not just sit down and then learn. Okay, so and then I have another wonderful gift, for parents, okay, who really want me to take a look at the child's learning, or issues, and I'm giving a Zoom for 30 minutes, okay, and this is the link, to sign up so that so that I can help parents, that
I think this is important. If you're really not sure, I think just take advantage of this.
Correct. So
I think some parents also will say 10 minutes only. Actually, in 5 minutes you can talk about a lot of things.
Yeah, because like some parents find me because they have gone through a lot of tuition, but they don't see any results, so they have a lot of thoughts and questions. Okay, so okay, so this is another course. Okay, if you're interested in pure study methods, you can go to this website. Okay, so tonight I think I'm very, very blessed to have your inputs, as a educator, as well as your experiences when you choose your own self also, right? Like how you choose your schools, and then your student, what do they regret, then we all share. And I think we really learn as parents, so that we can help our children better. Okay, thank you, Mimi, for your wonderful time.
Thank you so much.
Have a good weekend too.
You too.